Hey there, join me as we do a driving tour through all the neighborhoods of Skye Canyon, and stick around to the end to see where all the shopping is. All right, so here we go. So Skye Canyon actually starts at the corner of Skye Canyon Parkway and Grand Canyon Drive. So Skye Canyon Parkway actually used to be called Horse Parkway or Horse Drive or Parkway, whatever it was, back in the day. But once they started building Skye Canyon, they actually changed the name to Skye Canyon Parkway. And then off on your left, that is out of Skye Canyon, the community of Skye Canyon. It's out of their master plan community, so only on the right-hand side of the street. This is where Skye Canyon is. And then up this road that we're going to go down, these two communities on the left and the right were both considered phase one in Skye Canyon. And these homes, because they were phase one, you did not have a SID, which is a special improvement district, which is where a tax is charged to each parcel of land that is paid by the owner until it's paid off. So many of those SID assessments are 20 years long, 15 years long. So if you bought in phase one, you did not have those, which is a great benefit if you're selling in phase one. So just a little tidbit of information so that you know if you're buying a phase one resale that you will not have that SID fee that transfers with the properties. And then Skye Canyon is a very large community, which is getting even larger through all of the building that they're doing up here. They've actually done quite a bit. So right now we are in phase two. And then we're going to go out to the most southern edge of Skye Canyon. And then this area of Skye Canyon, when we turn this corner, so both of these sides of the street are Skye Canyon. But when we turn the corner up here at the light, you're going to see that on the left-hand side of the street is Providence, which is another master plan community here in the Northwest. And on the right-hand side of the street is Skye Canyon. You also have these, if you can see on the right-hand side of the street, these are single stories. So this is a really nice, completely single-story community. And keep in mind, there are several builders out here. So you have not only Century Communities, which is the owner now of the entire remainder of Skye Canyon that is left to be built on. They actually purchased the remaining acreage back in 2020. So there is Century Communities that is still building out here. There has been Pulte and Woodside. Toll Brothers is building out here currently. KB Homes has built out here. There are so many builders who are putting their stamp on the community that is Skye Canyon. So keep in mind again, as we mentioned previously, on the left-hand side, that is Providence, another master plan community that is out here in the northwest part of town. And then on the right-hand side is Skye Canyon. And if you can see those white picket fences, those are actually a barrier between the street and the horse trails that are out here. So we do still have horse property that is here in Las Vegas. specifically in the northwest and southwest areas of town. So you will, from time to time, see people taking their horses out and just having a little ride with them. And then you can see there is still new construction going up over here on the right-hand side that is being completed right now. You can see it just all kinds of different stages of construction, but you still do have time to purchase a property out here if you want to. And then we're just going to do a little bit of off-roading, not a lot, but I just want to show you how vast this community is and how much they still have yet to build out here. The way that this road is somewhat kind of carved into the landscape already out here in the desert, I would say that this is probably going to be a main thoroughfare, that you are going to probably have homes or parks or something like that out here. Because keep in mind, with Skye Canyon being a master plan community, you do have parks. There is a community center, swimming pools, there are tennis courts, and just so many things that you can do within this community. And the HOA payments are pretty decent. And there are 2 of them. So you will have your master plan community, which is for all things Skye Canyon master plan, which gives you access to the exercise facility, the pools, the parks, all of that. But there are also community parks, and those are usually paid for through your sub-association or your neighborhood association HOA dues. So you will have 2 HOA dues. Just keep that in mind as you're thinking about, making Skye Canyon your home. And keep in mind that any master plan community, you are going to have at least 2 HOAs, because you will have to pay for that master as well as the sub-association. All right, so we're back on the road and headed to, so keep in mind now, on the left-hand side is where Skye Canyon is, and on the right is Providence. So you can see there's a lot of 2-story homes, there's a lot of single homes. We even have a few 3-story homes that are being built here in Skye Canyon. And we are just, like I had mentioned before, we're in all stages of construction, all price points, starting in the mid to high 300s and going up from there. I'm not sure if I had mentioned also that Richmond American is out here, but they are. And then this on your left is a charter school that is called Somerset, and this is their Skye Canyon campus. And they take applications via a lottery system. So you would sign up your child, and then they would let you know if their name was picked for the lottery. And then ahead there was, before we turned, there are more desert, just that, is going to be new homes. And this community will eventually be built out. They probably still have at least another 5 years that they're building. You can see one of those parks on the right. As they finish one phase, then they open up a new phase. So up to now, we have been on the south side of Skye Canyon Parkway. Well, when we get down a little bit further, we actually started building gosh, I want to say maybe the end of 2019, we started having some homes go up on the north side of Skye Canyon Parkway, which is also where all of the shopping is for the community, which actually is so nice. They have done such a great job of filling the spots and making there be access to a lot of different types of shopping. So this on the left is the community center. They have a really, really nice farmers market that goes on in there every Thursday starting at 2 p.m. They had even started doing a drive-through farmers market when everything kind of shut down because of the pandemic. And I'm not quite sure if they're completely open or not yet, but they've done a really great job at trying to keep things open. And then again, on the left-hand side, you have Skye Canyon Park, which is enormous. And then you can see there's just a lot of building going on up here, and it will continue up on the, to the west. You can see that they've leveled off some areas where they're going to be building some new properties. And I'm not going to take you all the way back here, but I am just going to show you some of these areas where they're actually still building. And this is what that SID is for. So see, all these sidewalks are in, the light posts are in, all of that is in so that you are not paying like an assessment. You're simply paying for that tax that is called a SID, and that comes out usually twice a year. So every 6 months there would be an additional payment of, I don't even know how much it would be because it changes all the time. But the price is set when you purchase your home, so it does not deviate from that price once your home is purchased. And then we're coming just right back down here next to the community center and pools and park. And then this is where we're going to cross over into what is now being built on the north side of Skye Canyon Parkway. We have a couple of Toll Brothers communities here that are being built. Some of them are 2-story communities. One of them is a 1-story community. And then, believe it or not, off to your left, you are almost right next to the exit off of the 95 freeway for Skye Canyon, which goes up to Mount Charleston. It goes up to Lee Canyon ski area. And you are so close to that, eventually those streets and Skye Canyon may intersect at some point in time. But the temperature up here will definitely be significantly lower, maybe by 5 degrees. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you live in the desert Southwest, it definitely can make a big difference. You will also occasionally get snow up here in the wintertime when we get a really nice snowfall from Mount Charleston. So they are building already on the right-hand side of the street, and then we are going to pull up here to all of the shopping that is here for Skye Canyon residents or anybody who wants to venture out this way. So we just passed a gas station, which belongs to Smith's Marketplace, and there is so much up here, and I'm excited to see that even as we drive through, there are more shops, more restaurants, more goodness just going into this area. So some of the new things that is going in up here, there's a Wolfgang Bakery. And then this Smith's, oh my gosh, if you have never been in a Smith's marketplace, this thing is ginormous. And they also have a wine bar inside. So literally, if shopping just gets too much for you, you can just stop off and have a glass of wine and then continue your grocery shopping. Or let's just say your significant other is really not into shopping. You know, you can go do the shopping and they can sit and enjoy a glass of wine. But it was very highly anticipated for this to open. And now that it has, it still gets people every once in a while when they walk in and say, oh my gosh, did you know there was a wine bar in here? So as you can see, all the construction vehicles, there is definitely things being added. Off to the right, that's going to be an emergency room, the Skye Canyon Emergency Room. And that will be very much anticipated, I'm sure, that you don't have to go to an actual full hospital to get checked out if you need to. There is a Chase Bank. And then one of the ones that I'm super excited about, actually two, there is a new breakfast spot here called the Omelette Cafe. I have not had a chance yet to try it. And there's also a Cafe Rio with a drive-through. So I'm sure that that came in handy for a lot of people through this pandemic. And then, of course, what would a good shopping center be without a Starbucks? If you like this tour of Skye Canyon and you think that this might be the area that you want to focus your home buying search, give me a call, let's chat, and see if we can't make that happen. Until the next video, have a wonderful day and stay safe.